When you set up a new WordPress installation, one of the first things you'll want to do is add a Google Analytics website account. So to get started with that, I have behavioraldesignglobal.com. It's a brand new website. As you can see, nothing really new yet. And I've added a couple plugins here, but I'm going to show you both the free way to do this and then another website that I recently found out about that does a great job with handling all your pixels and all your accounts, from Google Analytics to Pinterest to Facebook ad pixels. So let's first look into how to create a Google Analytics account. You go to analytics.google.com, and I here have a client's website, and if you don't have any Google Analytics accounts set up, then you'll get a Google Analytics landing page, but because I already have one, this is what my automatic view is. So you go straight into admin, or if you're a new Google Analytics user, you will go to sign up account, and then you can have multiple accounts in your actual Google Analytics sort of homepage or whatever. So all accounts, you can see I have a bunch here of just like previous clients and all kinds of stuff like that. And then here is that Google Analytics homepage that that's actually marketing platform. That's for ads. We'll talk about it later. Okay, so analytics accounts. Your new ones here, and you go to admin to create a new account and create a new account, and then you name your account something that you will remember later, especially if you end up having later a bunch of accounts in the future. So Behavioral Design Global for behavioraldesignglobal.com. Google products and services. This is basically, do you want to share information with Google so that they can help you? I've heard mixed things about that. And then you are a website because you have a WordPress website. But if you also have a mobile app, you will check this apps and web. But most people here, that would be a native mobile app, like an iPhone, iTunes, like from the App Store, something that someone would download for Apple, or Google Play Store for Android. But anyway, mostly will be web. And then next, and then I enter my actual website again, Behavioral Design Global. And then you add the website URL. So there's a difference between HTTP and HTTPS. HTTPS is what, in an ideal world, you will have, but just to make sure, you will go to your actual homepage and see if you have the HTTPS. Then in Chrome you have this like lock bar. If you don't, it will say something else. The other thing you can do is double click, like it will have a red kind of warning thing. The other thing you can do is double click on the URL to show that previous part. You can see here we have HTTPS. This is what you want. Google does add a slight edge for HTTPS sites, and they are warning more frequently against HTTP sites. If it says, connection not secure, do you want to proceed for your website visitors? So if you can, make sure you get that HTTPS earlier rather than later, because you don't want to have multiple versions of URLs and then be redirecting all the time. But that might be too advanced for now. Let's get back into Google Analytics, HTTPS, and then enter your URL here. And then you can add your industry category. So you kind of just have to scroll through here and see what is the best one for you. And then you choose your reporting time zone. I'm in the US and I am messaging you from New York. And then you hit create. And you have to very carefully, of course, read the terms of service, as I am. That's up to your own discretion. And then you have this created site here. You'll get a little success message and you will get this loading something. Hopefully we will load soon. All right, so here we go. The free way to do this, add a plugin. You would go to your WordPress dashboard, this WP admin, and then click plugins, and you'll get this page, and then search something like, Google Analytics, and you would install one of these. Let's just go ahead and do that. And sorry for the wait here. When I'm looking at plugins, what I always want to do is make sure that there's one that has been activated or updated recently and has a lot of high ratings and a lot of installations. So something with 300,000 or millions, that's all really good. So once it's loaded, you hit activate, and then hopefully you'll have kept that tab open. And then usually it's in settings. There's the Google Analytics plugin that we have, and then the GA tracking ID is what you are going to want. So that is right here, this GA tracking ID. If you're more advanced and you want to do, site tags and stuff like that, you can do this manually by installing a plugin that instead of just you enter your ID and that's it, then you could do that. You could install that code instead. But these plugins are usually really good. The only disadvantage is that some of them tend to make your site slower because maybe they add extra bloat, and that's the same reason why you don't want to have a gazillion WordPress plugins in general. So I always click Force SSL. That's because you always want to send people to the HTTPS version of your site if you have it, and it will remove duplicates in Google Analytics when you're understanding how many people have come to your site and stuff like that. And the rest is sort of up to you. For the purpose of this video, I will just save changes there. And then I'm going to show you, so now technically you have Google Analytics set up on your website. So to confirm that, you can go to your actual homepage, go to, not inspect, go right click, view page source, and then you look at UA dash. Now that is what every Google Analytics ID and account starts with. And it's a really unique thing. I've never actually run into a website where I've looked for this UA dash and had another tag where, that just happened to be there. So you can see here, it right away, I did Command F on a Mac, and I think it's Control F on a PC. So UA dash to find that right there. And here you can see that is the script that was installed by that plugin that we added to the website. And the UA, all this right here, that 15600 matches 15600. So that's super cool. You know that Google Analytics has already been installed on your website. Now let me tell you about another one. So pixelyoursite.com. This is great if you're going to do a Bing, WordPress or a Bing account and Google Analytics and Google Ads and Pinterest and Facebook Pixel. If you want to do marketing for your website, this is a great solution. They have a pro offering. It costs a bit, but it just does a nice job with pixeling your site. And again, just like the other one, this Google Analytics tracking ID, you go to pixel your site and then dashboard, and then you enter in that exact ID. And then you can save the settings down below and you're good to go. Now, one really, really, really important thing. You only want to have one plugin for, and one tracking of your Google Analytics tracking ID. So right now, because I have both plugins enabled, that's bad, right? I have two scripts saying this is the Google Analytics ID, and who knows, Google goes crazy, right? So make sure that you don't have two Google Analytics plugins the way I do. I was just trying to, show how to do this if you wanted to do it for free. So I'm going to go ahead and deactivate and delete that plugin and just stick with Pixel Your Site. And then, let's see, I'll go back to Pixel Your Site's dashboard just so you can see a little bit further. So, the same thing they make it so easy, that all your tags are right here. And then you can track, different events, and really track, clicks and searches. It's really clean and it's all right there. So, if you like this, let me know. If you have any questions or if you have any troubleshooting that you want to talk about for your Google Analytics setup on WordPress, let me know. All right, thanks and have fun building your site.